Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new vlog. It's going to be a really exciting video. At the moment I am just starting to look at packing for New York. We're gonna be there for a week, so it's quite a length of time, and so I need a lot of different pieces of clothing for this. I've had some items delivered from Michael Kors. I've got my Tommy Hilfiger outfit in here. Down there I've got some Prada looks. Right after this, me and Alex might get some sort of takeaway, to be honest, because honestly we're a little bit tired. Let me sit down for a second. I hope you're all doing so well. Me and Alex are good. I always love it when you guys check in. I get so many DMs from so many lovely, kind people messaging and saying like, hope you guys are okay. Like, I know that Fashion Month is coming up. Make sure you take some time for yourself. And I just want to say thank you to you guys. We are very much looking forward to this month and everything that's going to be happening. Very proud, very honoured to be able to attend these sorts of things. This season I think is going to be the absolute best ever, my best season yet. We've been working so hard and I think we've put together a really great schedule and lineup of wonderful shows that really match me and who I am, what I love to wear, and what I think you guys love to buy and love to wear. Because I mean it's easy with these things to kind of get carried away and go to all the different invites that you're invited to, but if it's not a brand that you're going to enjoy looking at or even really care about, then it kind of doesn't make much sense for me, because I make content for you, and if you're not that interested then it kind of is a little bit obsolete. So this season we've been invited to some absolutely incredible shows. Again, like I say, I'm so proud, so excited to attend. New York especially, we have an insane lineup of shows. Just with times and schedules, me and Rebecca have worked out that the likelihood is we can't edit the New York vlog by the time you guys need to see it, so it'll kind of be a week later and I'll be on like a week after week schedule. That's the way I'm gonna have to do it, I think, because it's gonna be a long week and there's gonna be a lot going on. We have Michael Kors show, the Tommy show, what else have I got here? Most of my other dressing and fits I'm going to be doing in New York, but I'm going to Jonathan Simkai, Carolina Herrera, Coach, Tory Burch, Kate Spade. There's a couple more I can't think right now, but it's just all brands that I love and have worked with in some capacity at some point. So I think you're going to really enjoy the content that's coming up. It's going to be a busy few weeks, that's for sure, but I'm gearing up for it. And again, like I've said in previous videos, I'm really trying to practice this very positive mentality when it comes to my foresight into what is about to come. Because I think, again, the more that you allow yourself to dwell and worry regarding things that are upcoming, and you know, being like, oh, I'm going to be so tired next week because we're going to be doing this, this, this and this, and I'm going to be so tired, and I feel so tired now and I feel exhausted. Personally, for me, I find that if I allow myself those sort of negative thoughts into my mind, I dwell on them, I wallow over them, and it only sends me spiralling downwards. That's what I've worked out for me. This might not be the same for you, but for me, I've really been trying to stay as positive and as uplifted as I can this week, and just going into the next few weeks with a really excited, positive mindset, because it is exciting and it's going to be amazing. And yeah, we might get a bit tired, but at the same time we're doing some incredible things, so let's just power through, keep uplifted, and I think we're gonna have like the most amazing time. Just can't wait for it. In terms of like themes on my channel, there's usually always a video that comes after this month where I am in the pits, and I know it's a recurring theme, and last season I was so down. Like, I was so down that I even started writing in a diary, trying to kind of take note of what these feelings were that I was feeling at that point, and it is dark. It is truly a dark place that I head into, unfortunately. I'm laughing because it's just trying to move past that feeling. It's almost like it's such a different side of me that I don't see very often. We're going to try and stay nourished, healthy, well watered, enthusiastic and positive as we possibly can, whilst giving ourselves some time to relax and de-stress during these weeks. Fingers crossed for us, guys. And if you're not already following already, I will be doing like everyday outfits on TikTok. I'll be doing similar things on Instagram. I'll be doing outfit reels on Instagram, stories every single day of where we are and what we're doing. Then obviously I'll be doing the vlogs, and I'll also be putting my outfits onto YouTube Shorts. So there's going to be a hell of a lot of content. And then there'll be the blog posts as well, because I don't just do one piece of content, I do 55. So get ready! One thing I'm already packing in my suitcase is this. I want to move around a little bit. Gaia Collection is the name of my third collection with Edge of Ember, and as I have done with previous seasons, I thought I'd run you through the whole collection like in detail and show you every piece, what it's about, why we've made it this way, and just give you a bit more of a rundown of it. So I'm going to do that in a minute. However, I also thought that you would maybe like to watch some of the behind the scenes of the actual photo shoot, and it'll give you a bit of an inkling into what is about to come when I go through each piece. We did the most incredible photo shoot in London with the whole team. I also had Alex shooting it for me, which was a dream. We had my good friend Butch there, who was helping with behind the scenes content. He also helped a little bit with the lighting. I had Louise Hall doing my makeup, who is just wonderful. I had Chris Long doing my hair, and they are the glam dream team. And so we had an amazing day. I also had lots of gorgeous clothing pieces, of which I'll link down below for you. A few were from Net-a-Porter, a few were from Flannels, some gorgeous names and designers in there. So it was just such an enhanced and beautiful photo shoot, and I'm so thrilled. So what I'll do is I will include that now, and when I come back I'll be ready to show you the whole collection. So Harley's from Edge of Ember. Yes.
Amazing. Nice to meet you.
This is a great studio.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Oh, this is cool.
It's good, isn't it?
What's it called? Ronin?
Ronin, yeah.
Oh, silky smooth gliding. Okay. Try and get me.
Don't challenge me like that today, babe.
I love this. I feel like we're doing this great. Should we go with that? So we're rotating.
Just throwing me at the deep end with my first video.
Well, you're doing a great job so far.
You can't see the footage yet.
As long as it's in focus, it'll be perfect.
How's your day going, Vic?
So good. We're on to look number 4. That's right, isn't it? 4? Yeah,
Look number 4.
Or 5 or maybe 6. But look how beautiful everything looks. We're creating like a full stack now.
Looks incredible.
I don't know if this is a stack
Yes,
as well.
yes, we
Yeah, so
are.
this will be like a full set that you can buy as a stack. I love this stack.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, they look so nice.
How great are they?
Yeah, they look so good.
I mean, do we lay them all? Okay, are we cooking with gas or am I too bright? Oh, I'm gonna get hot in these lights. This is always such an exciting moment where I can actually sit down and have the whole collection with me and show it to you after a long time actually of us working on the designs and then getting the samples through, making any amends, talking through names, the collection name, the pricing, just everything that goes into creating jewellery that is really quite exceptional. So I am so excited to introduce the Gaia Collection. I'm going to run through all the different pieces in the different categories so you can get a really good look at them and find out a little bit more information about them. Of course, links will be down below. When you're watching this video, the collection is now available to buy. It's kind of like a closed private link for just you. So you can get access to everything before the whole site is opened and everyone can kind of get anything that they like. So it's sort of like a 24 hours thing just for you guys. So that's why I'm posting it right now. It's a bit of a different time slot and a different day than I would normally upload, but this is the time when the collection has just launched. So the name of the collection came from the fact that my inspiration was Mother Earth. Our first collection was Cosmos. That was all about the stars connecting us all at a time when no one could go outside and no one was able to see each other. Second collection was Paradise. It was that time when we were able to kind of get out again and find those wonderful memories and holidays and see people that we loved again, and yeah, it was just a bit more of a paradise moment. I feel that every collection has kind of been a little bit of a vision of where I am in life and how I'm feeling in life. So the third collection, I sort of thought, well, you know, we've done the stars, we've done paradise, we've sort of done the sea and the beach and that beachy feel, and I really wanted to kind of bring it back to earth and organic textures and nature and the greens and beautiful colours of nature. And so Mother Earth was the starting word of the whole project. I was like, I want to do this, I want to create pieces centered around Mother Earth. And of course, over the time, the vision moved and changed and twisted a little bit, and it definitely evolved, but that was the base point. And so when it came to naming the whole collection, we all decided on Gaia. Gaia is the goddess of Earth, and it does seem like the perfect appropriate name. It's such a beautiful title. And so yeah, this is now Gaia. Let me get stuck in and show you some pieces. Whenever I speak about each piece, I'll put like a little tag here to say the actual price point of each piece, because I don't want to get it wrong and then have to edit it all out of the video. I think I need to start with the hero piece. From previous seasons, you guys have loved a pendant necklace. Our first collection with the Orion necklace pendant was one of our best sellers. It was almost like the focal piece of the whole collection. And so we've kind of taken inspiration from that for this piece. So piece number one, this is the Malachite necklace. This kind of encapsulates a lot of the themes. We've got the beautiful malachite stone. It's trapped in here between these beautiful golden sections. I very much wanted to include green in this collection, mainly because green is such a natural earthy tone, and I loved the idea of incorporating malachite. But equally, green is an enormous colour for the season, but it's also a very classic, sophisticated jewellery colour. So I thought this is going to stay timeless whilst also being perfect for the season, whilst also being like a classic, gorgeous, natural feel. So it has this really really gorgeous deep green tone with the striations within the malachite. So you get these really beautiful kind of black and deeper green tones mixed through. So it's really beautifully textured, so natural in its form. And then on the back of the pendant, we've included a full malachite piece. So again, this is wearable in two different ways, wear it backwards or forwards. And the overall shape of this, again, it's a very organic, rounded, circular piece, following on from the Orion pendant in the previous collection. And on the front, we wanted to include, it's almost a bit of a wave form. It also feels very like molten metals, just a very natural texture. And again, that's very much a theme through this whole collection, and that just runs over the face of the malachite. And then we place the pendant onto this twisted, almost plaited rope necklace, and I think the two go so perfectly together. In terms of the information on this is recycled gold plated. So for some information that you're probably asking in terms of materials, this is 18 karat recycled gold plated. It has the malachite inlaid slice, which is a semi-precious gemstone. The coin itself is about 1.8 centimeters round, and the pendant can be taken off the chain, so if you did want to wear it with a different chain, then you can. But because you guys love options, I found that from previous seasons, we've also, which all of my best mates are going to be really happy about, we've also made the malachite necklace in a recycled silver. So if you're into your silver, then perfect. And then finally, for any of you guys who don't like malachite or don't like green, we've also made the same pendant but with a mother of pearl inlay instead. So there's 3 different options of this pendant. I just think this is the most beautiful piece for every day, but also to wear as like more of an evening piece as well. So as I go, I'm going to start layering up the whole collection. I'm currently not wearing any, and I thought by the end of this, I would be wearing everything. So here I have this on the shortest setting, so it could go lower than this, but this is where the pendant is sitting on me currently. So it's a really gorgeous longer length, so you can wear it sort of within cleavage, or you could wear it even longer if you wanted to. Okay, now we've got that first one out of the way, things will start to move a bit faster as you'll start to see themes, and I don't have to keep going over why we've done certain things. Let's do these beautiful droplet earrings. So we wanted to create an earring that matched with the pendant, and we love the idea this time of creating a droplet because we haven't done that before. We've done a droplet on a hoop, but we haven't done a droplet as an actual earring in itself. This is more of an elegant feel overall for the piece, and again, I feel this could be very much day wear if you wanted to wear it with more of a casual look. It's kind of a lovely juxtaposition, but for evening it is ideal, like date night vibe earrings. They're absolutely exquisite, and excitingly we also have done these in a mother of pearl, and genuinely I think these are going to be the most perfect bridesmaid or bridal earring that I've ever seen. Like, we've kind of created them with that thought in mind. Personally, I found it quite difficult to find really beautiful and unique and gorgeous bridesmaid earrings especially, and so when we were designing these, it was very much an inspiration to create something that would be so bridal worthy and absolutely beautiful. So with these, what's so nice about them is they're a little bit contrasting. So on one side you have the stone and the inlay on the top, and then on the other side you have that on the droplet, so they're almost contrasting. So they're not symmetrical, they're not the same. So we have them in the malachite and we have them in the mother of pearl. So these are the pair of earrings, so whether you're wearing this pendant with the mother of pearl and you could match, or you could mix and match, completely up to you, but I think these are a bridal favourite. We didn't want to miss any details of this collection, so on the very back of the earring is again a full inlay of mother of pearl, as you can see. So it's a full inlay piece. We didn't just want it to be gold, we wanted it to be this full inlaid piece, the same way that these are inlaid and full malachite or mother of pearl on the pendant. So in terms of the names, these are the mother of pearl or the malachite drop earrings. From top to bottom they are 28mm, so 2.8 centimeters, so they're not enormous. They kind of make a statement without being so brash and so bold. And then again, these are 18 karat recycled gold plated. However, if you don't like drop earrings, we have made a stud. So we wanted to make the actual stud, so very, very similar to this, but in stud form. Again, they follow the same theme, they're the exact same as the pendant, just in a smaller formation. These are 1 centimetre in length and around. And so on the ear, these do sit really gorgeous side by side, if you want something a little bit more statement, like this. So cute. I think I'm just gonna keep the camera really in here. Sorry for such a close-up of my face, but I want you to actually be able to see the jewellery, so I'm not really, really far away. Now let's do rings, and we've created a statement ring. So this is called the Mother of Pearl statement ring. And of course, we've also made this in malachite, which I'll show you in a second. This is such a perfect piece, as I feel like with my rings, I like the sort of rings where you put them on and people will point them out. So when you're moving your hands around and you're going for coffees or whatever, it's that sort of thing that will catch people's eye, but it's not so in everyone's face. It's got a real delicate feel to it, again because of the inlay and this sort of liquid metal finish, and then the mother of pearl, but it's not too enormous. And of course it matches with the entire collection, so it's a full theme throughout. It's super comfortable. I wear mine on my index finger. So this is the malachite ring, just so you can see them together. I also love to layer them like this. I wore it like this actually for the shoot at one point. I thought it looked super cool. So you've got the malachite and also the mother of pearl statement ring. I feel like a lot of the pieces are very much cool for day wear, but equally you can style them up for evenings. And the sizing of this is 12mm across here. And then I think this might be the final piece to finish off this theme that we have here of the green malachite pieces, and that is the malachite and mother of pearl cuff. Now if you know me well, you'll know that whenever I go to wear bracelets I really struggle to put on bracelets, mainly because of my nails. So this year I said to the team, let's do bangles, cuffs, things that you can throw on much easier but that are also quite malleable. So if you want to make this a little bit tighter, you can push this together. Equally, if you want to make it a little bit looser, you can pull this out a little bit. Obviously be careful, be sensitive with it. This is such an absolutely beautiful piece. It's just got this very antique-y vintage feel. Again, that was very much the theme of this collection, but this cuff is so wonderful. I'm so happy with how this came out, and I love it if you want to style this up with more than one, and you could wear it sort of contrasting the opposite way around, build them up, just create a bit of a stack yourself. So I've been layering up so many different bangles recently, so I wanted to create my own in a really beautiful recycled material and just something super wearable. Oh, I mean, just look. So that is the last piece of this primary theme, which was around the malachite, with the studs, the drop earrings, the pendant, the full necklace, the cuff, and also the statement ring. So that's kind of like a full theme to wear together. So let me show you now a piece that is very different to what we've ever done before. Actually, we found this really incredible chain and we loved it so much that we wanted to bring this into the collection again because it felt so vintage, almost like an antique vintage watch strap. It is this piece right here. I mean, look at that beautiful chain style. It's so beautiful. So this is a woven necklace, and we also have this as a woven bracelet. We have a matching bracelet, and we also have this in the recycled silver as well. So if you want to go silver rather than gold, then completely up to you. But the movement of this piece is really something else. It just feels so organic in the way that it sits across the neckline. Some places it falls a bit flatter, some places it turns a little bit, but the beauty of the chain in that texture, oh, and the way it catches the light sometimes. We just all swooned over this when it came in. We thought it was so perfect. So this is 16 inches in length, so bear that in mind when kind of looking at me and sort of judging on your own neck. But then the overall chain is 6mm wide. So it has a delicate feel to this, but at the same time, it is so eye-catching. I mean, it's the sort of piece I think you could wear this just with a white t-shirt and it would just elevate everything. But equally, you could wear it for evenings as that more beautiful, more vintage style piece that looks super modern. And as I said, we have also created the matching bracelet. Again, they sit so beautifully on the wrist. I must admit, with this bracelet, you may need a buddy to help you put it on. It's the one piece in the collection where I do need Alex's help. Unless you're really nifty with your bracelets and putting on your bracelets. I'll hold it into place because Alex isn't with me right now. Just to give you a feel for, again, the way it catches the light, the way it falls on the wrist. It's beautiful. I'm so thrilled. And of course this also comes in the gold, and the necklace also comes in the silver. So we have mingled in a little bit more silver this time, by the way, just due to feedback. A lot of you seem to love silver, so we've thrown in a little bit of both. The next theme to talk about, so the third theme to talk about, is the coin shape. Now I know I've already spoken about the pendant and the fact it has this coin feel, but we've actually incorporated much more of an actual coin shape into this collection. I was very much inspired by Roman coins, archaeological coins. I mean, very much like pre-antique, like Roman style coins, shapes, textures. That was a really big inspiration for me. So as much as we've created this coin feel in here, this is what I was talking about when I was mentioning about the drop earrings. So this beautiful coin shape that we have here, we have turned that into its own necklace, just for something a little bit more subtle and understated than the malachite. This is the coin necklace. You'll notice with these names, by the way, this time, they're a lot more simple than the previous collection because I kept forgetting the names. So I wanted this collection to almost speak for itself, to almost be obvious. So the coin necklace it is. And the coolest thing about this one, guys, is that this is personalizable, so you can have this engraved. So I have a little A on the back of this one. This also comes on the most beautiful, delicate Figaro chain. Now this, goes without saying, looks amazing stacked up with the malachite necklace. Okay, I've put the malachite now on the longest setting so you can see that, and I'm just going to make this one slightly shorter, just so they sit a little better together. This is testing both my eyesight and my nail strength. There we go, just so they sit together, and I just think they are the actual dream. Again, you can play around so much more with the lengths. If you want to make this a bit shorter, make this a bit shorter, you can do. So like I said, so the shape of these primarily was kind of inspired by the Roman coin, but we moved so much from that and brought in this liquid metal feel and the organic textures and the waves, and everything just was this big natural organic journey in our minds. And then that's when we came up with this sort of shape for the coin. So now of course it doesn't look like a Roman coin. That's where the inspiration came from, pure and delicate, and like I said, you can have it engraved on the back as well with a letter or a number, I'm pretty sure. So with most of the key pieces of the collection, we've also made them in recycled silver. So if you wanted to, you could then layer this with the malachite silver together and it would just be such a beautiful stack. In terms of the chain, this is a 17-inch chain. It also has a 2-inch extension, so it is potentially 19 inches on its longest length. And then the actual coin is 14mm by 12mm, so it's quite dainty, but still that kind of piece that people can see and then comment on and tell you how much they love it. Also to mention with this, we are also selling the pendant on its own. In case you don't want to buy it with a chain, there is that option too. Same with the malachite necklace, you can just buy the pendant on its own. That is also an option. And I mainly say that because when we did the photo shoot, I wore the two together and I threaded this little gold coin onto this chain so that these were like a little overlapping coin, and it just looked absolutely beautiful. So that is also an option. Now to go with the coin necklace and to go with that theme, we created some beautiful studs. We haven't really done studs before, especially not single studs, and so that's something I wanted to do. I asked a while back for feedback from you guys on what you wanted to see next, and studs was a massive piece of feedback. So that's what we've created, and we've created these really beautiful, delicate coin studs. Just a really easy piece to wear. Now I wish I could show you me putting them in my extra piercings. However, my piercings are still a little sore, even though it was months and months ago that I got them. So I'm not going to be able to do that quickly on camera. I'd literally need to be in front of a mirror wincing as I push this through. Okay, so as you can see, I've just added the little coin here next to the drop earring, and they are such a beautiful pair. Now imagine if you had a couple and I could put one here as well. It would look so beautiful. It's like a little three. They're so beautiful and delicate, understated, whilst also having that beautiful theme. And just in case you wanted them, we also did them in recycled silver. They're 6mm by about 5mm, so they're quite dainty while still kind of being there. They're not too tiny on the ears. I also wanted to create some pieces where there was a number of coins on one piece, a multi-coin effect. And one of the pieces we came up with was the multi-coin climber. So with these, you can buy them as a pair. So one goes right, one goes left, and the idea is that they climb up the ear. We've created a climber before and it was a real bestseller for us. People love climbers because it means you don't have to get a load of piercings. So with this, it just hugs along the edge of the ear and works its way up. Such a beautiful shape. So I really think you guys are going to love these. They're so unique. There's nothing like these that I've seen. One of those pieces that people are going to comment on. They're so unique. They're about 19.5 millimeters long, so nearly 2 centimeters up the ear. And as well as that, of course, this time we've created an ear cuff. Like previous seasons, it's always been our best seller because the thing about these ear cuffs is they're so unbelievably comfortable. Yesterday, for example, I wore this. It was the press lunch for the collection. I wore this all day and I even forgot I was wearing it by the time the evening came around. I went out at 10, I got back at 8:30. Took this out probably around 10, so 12 hours, and I did not remember it was still in my ear. Like, that's how comfortable it was. You just need to pull out your ear, and then where the join opens, you just slip that over the thinnest part of your ear up here, and then just push it down onto this the fatter part, just so it grips in, and then it'll sit there. This earring's a little bit in the way right now that I've got here, but super comfortable. Again, it looks like you're wearing an earring over this section, but you don't need to have it pierced. I love how this has kind of evolved from previous collections to match with the current, but equally all these pieces you could wear with previous season pieces that you bought. Again, that's what I wanted. That was really important to me, that you could wear everything together still. I'm in love with this piece. It's one of my absolute favourites. It's just so super duper wearable and I absolutely love it. Again, you could wear it either way around as well, either with the flat piece on the bottom or with the multi-coins on the top. Is entirely up to you what you prefer. Then to match, we did the multi-coin ring, an extremely wearable piece. Here I've got it on my pinky. I've got it in the size 3 for my pinky, so I've been wearing one on each finger every single day, and they're absolutely beautiful. Again, super comfortable to wear. And then we have 2 necklaces to match. First, the multi-coin necklace, and as you'll be able to tell, this almost matches up with the climber, so very similar shape to the climber, so they sort of almost go together. The chain on this again is completely different. We really played around with the chains this season to make them really quite unique and really special. I wanted them to all feel really, really special when you wore them. It is beautiful. I've got on one of the shortest settings here. This is a 15-inch necklace. It also has a 2-inch extension if you do want to make it a little bit longer as well. So that is a multi-coin necklace, multi-coin ring, multi-coin cuff, multi-coin climber. And the final piece in this particular collection of coins is, this is a coin drop choker necklace. Look how beautiful that is. It is so wearable. It is on a 14-inch chain with a 2-inch extension. So this is a little bit shorter and more delicate, very much a choker style. So for this one, I've added the silver, the recycled silver into the mix here, just to mix up. But of course, you could just put this in the gold. Oh, let me move this around a little bit. I just very much wanted a multi-drop necklace in this collection with a few different things that were sort of dangling off really delicately and really, really pretty. I wanted it to be a bit shorter to hit that beautiful area on a woman's neck where it hits your collarbone. I think it's so beautiful. It just has the little coin shapes and the textures within here, as you can see. So it follows the whole theme with the larger coin. So again, this comes in silver and in the recycled gold. I realise this is a lengthy video, guys, but I just want to make sure I show you everything, and there is like 30 pieces in this collection this time. So please bear with me. There's a couple more pieces left. Okay, the next 4 pieces are almost in a textured theme. I wanted them to be almost a bit more smooth in the style of the metals, but have texture running through those shapes. So this is our textured emerald stacker ring. So it just has 2 little emerald semi-precious gemstones in the top of here. And again, this is just one of those rings that you can throw on, pinch it in a little bit if you want to make it teeny weeny bit tighter. This one specifically I got in a bigger size, so I could wear it on my thumb, and I love it as a thumb ring. I think it's so different. Like if I saw this in someone else's hand, I'd be like, ooh, what is that? Again, I love that little tiny injection of the emerald green in there, but it's just so subtle. So if you're not really into green, you might still really love this. So we also made a matching bangle, the textured emerald cuff. And again, I wanted these to all sit together beautifully too. So the 3 cuffs very much match in their styling. Again, this has the 2 little emeralds in the very top end of this. Again, so it's super subtle, but so wearable. I mean, look how beautiful they look all stacked together. It's just so so easy to throw on every single day. It has a beautiful textured molten finish to the edging of this, as does the ring. They're just absolutely beautiful. These are the more understated pieces, I think, in the collection too, if you want something a little more subtle but still has the theming of the whole collection. And then there are 2 earrings to go with this. The first being one of my absolute favourite pieces from the whole collection. I love a hoop earring, and with these I wanted first of all to have no butterflies. I wanted them to go all the way around in a full loop and go through. But equally I wanted them to be a little bit bigger than our previous season, so we've gone a tiny bit bigger. In fact, these are 35mm from top to bottom. This is such a great everyday hoop that you'll just wear all the time. They have a 4mm thickness, they're not too chunky, and again you'll see the texture rippling through the actual earring there too, so it matches with the cuff and the ring. They're just exquisite. I absolutely love this piece. I'm so happy. I kept pushing the team like, let's go a bit bigger, let's go a bit bigger again, and then finally we got to this size and I was like, yes, that is it. That is the perfect size. Oh, they're an essential. They're an everyday essential. Look at those. Unreal. And of course we had to do them in the silver because I think, again, I thought you guys would just absolutely adore these. So they come in the silver. By the way, I'm sorry that I'm looking so much at the screen in this rather than at you. It's just because it's all so much about where I'm placing things. I'm just trying to make sure I can actually see and make sure that you can see at the same time. So I'm sorry that I've been looking that way so much. But then the final earrings, in case you're not into large hoops, we did also do the little tiny huggies. So these are the textured huggies. They're absolutely adorable. This is the size of them. And again, we did them in a full huggy all the way around because we literally wanted them to hug the edge of the lobe rather than, you know, giving lots of space between the lobe. We wanted them to fully hug the edge. And look at those. Do you know what I mean? They just literally hug around the edge of the ear. Keep super close to it. It's a perfect huggy. It's got the textured metal finish running through it. Just so understated. Also, you guys asked me for earrings you could wear in bed at night. So again, that's why we didn't put a butterfly clip on them. So you could just wear these and they'd be super comfortable at night. But also like an everyday essential huggy. So that is the textured huggies. Right, we have 2 final pieces, guys. We're finally at the end of this. We just got very inspired with this collection. So that's why we have so many pieces, but this is the final set, and that is the coin chunky choker necklace and bracelet. So of course I wanted to have at least one very chunky piece in this collection, as I did with the last collection. We had the Luxor necklace and we had the Veneto necklace, which was probably my favorite piece of the whole collection. So of course I had to do one chunky piece, and that is this. Now this is the bracelet. What I love about this is that I can get this on myself. So we made the clip quite large so that you're able to really get this on yourself easily. There we go. Similar to the chains, we wanted a very antique feel, and so we went with this absolutely stunning Figaro style. So it's one large loop and then 3 small loops into a larger loop, and it gives this really beautiful effect to the chain. Again, as soon as I saw the sample of this chain, I was absolutely sold. I swooned. I was like, that is it, that's perfect. And I wanted to go as large as we could while still making it a wearable piece. I didn't want it to be too enormous, and so this is what we rested on. And then to bring in the coin, again for the theme, we incorporated that into the very center to this, so the 2 sides clip into this gorgeous coin shape. And because of course this is going to flip around your wrist all the time, we amended the sample and I said let's make sure that it is now double-sided, so wherever this sits on your wrist it will always look the same. So that's one of the amends that I made to the first sample, because I thought, you know what, let's make sure that it always looks perfect no matter where it's sat on your wrist. And then last but not least is the coin chunky choker necklace. I just quickly put this on in the mirror so I can do it properly. Also, can we just talk about how fantastic this looks as a full stack? But this is the choker necklace. This is 14 inches long with a 2-inch extension. So again, it's lovely and tight to the neck. I have this currently on the shortest setting, so it will go a little bit longer as well. For me, I wanted something that was really kind of high up and choker style that just sat around the edge of the neck. And again, it's perfect. We also made the coin double-sided for the same reason as the bracelet, but the overall style of this is unreal. We just had the press lunch yesterday. All of the press were swooning over this piece. They absolutely love this the most. I think me and Lynette, the founder of Edge of Ember, this is probably our favourite piece. Of course, this is the highest price point of the whole collection because of the amount of metal and materials and gold plating. However, I do think it's one of those pieces you will keep forever and you will wear with everything, whether it's daytime or if it's into the evening. amazing. I wore this last week in Venice with my blue suit and it's just unreal, and I think paired with the bracelet as well, it's such a gorgeous duo. Yeah, so that's the final piece. I mean, look as well at all the bracelets together. It's such a beautiful stack of bracelets. I just couldn't be more in love with how everything has turned out. Of course, it goes without saying this is my favourite collection yet. It's just so luxurious and enhanced, and you know, recycled materials, it's ethically made, it's sustainably made with incredible quality materials and with so much love that's gone into this. I couldn't feel more proud, guys. I'm absolutely in love with every single piece that we've created here. It's been a very collaborative effort. I know I say this every time, but for any of you who are new, just so you know, this isn't just me sticking my name on this. I come up with the initial ideas, the inspiration, I create mood boards, I create design ideas, and then I work hand in hand with the Edge of Ember designer. That was Steph for this collection, and she is a dreamboat, and with her expertise we kind of craft something together, and she goes away and comes back with ideas and I come back with ideas, and we're like, let's change this and make this like this, and let's change the thickness of this, and it's completely collaborative. I can genuinely say that this is my collection, as were the other two. These are a brainchild of mine, and that's why I'm just so proud of them. And I love working with Edge of Ember because they give me that control and ability to make things that I love and that I want to wear. So I hope you loved them too. The link is down below to find everything. I'd love to know in the comments what your favourite pieces are, what you think of the collection overall. Do you like this collection more than the others? I can't wait to hear. Please do share anything on social media with hashtag VictoriaXEOE for Edge of Ember, and I'll be sharing as much as I can onto my stories of any of you guys that are getting your pieces. It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait to see the pictures, so please do make sure you hashtag so I can see it. I'm going to be following the hashtag. Yeah, I just cannot wait to see what you pick up and what you love the most. I wouldn't be able to work on collaborations like this without you and your support, so just a massive thank you. I hope you love it, guys, and yeah, I will see you then in my next video. Okay, love you all so much. I'll see you soon.